At the Market is underwritten by Citizens First and the St. Clair DDA.
Welcome to another episode of At the Market with Bryan Neiman. Today we're downtown St. Clair with Melissa, Ikera, and Jeremy Fisher from the Marine City Fish Company. So welcome and thanks for joining us today. So we're going to turn it over to you guys. Tell us what you're making and how long you've been doing it. So we'll just go from there. Go ahead.
We're going to make our company fish spread today. It's made with our house smoked Norwegian salmon. It's a fresh fold. We're going to go through this real slow with you guys, show you what we got. Melissa? We're going to mix equal parts our 3 cups sour cream and mayonnaise.
Now, do you guys make this every day down at the market?
Yep, we make it in the morning.
Okay.
Usually. Sometimes we make it during dinner too. So a lot of it, yeah.
Get behind. Good for you guys. Good.
And we mix the sour cream and the mayonnaise thoroughly with fresh chopped dill and Bermuda onion before we fold our salmon into it.
Now you called it a Bermuda onion.
Yep.
It looks like a red onion to me. What is that the same thing or is it something different?
You know what? I just grew up calling them Bermuda onion.
Okay.
But I think, it's kind of slang down at the market. Bermuda onion, they call them.
Well, I think it's classier than a red onion.
Yeah. It sounds fancy.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And now this is a smoked salmon. Where do you smoke the salmon? Do you get it in smoked?
No, we smoke all of our own salmon. We do a variety of smoked salmon as well. Whenever you come in, you'll find hickory mesquite salmon, dill salmon, Cajun salmon, and on top of that we do different ones. Like we have a Polynesian barbecue one this week.
Wow.
A peppercorn, a Jim Beam oak smoke.
Oh, that sounds
so
good.
We try to mix it up a little bit.
We're always changing our, our kinds and stuff. Weekly, we always have different kinds.
So it's something different every week. Is it? You guys just kind of go, oh, that sounds good to us this week.
Yeah.
How do you come up with this stuff? This sounds great.
Kind of make it up as we go along sometimes. Years in the business and just trying to mix things up a little bit, do something different. This is our house smoked. This was smoked with hickory and mesquite wood, Norwegian salmon. We can start crumbling this up.
Okay. Wow.
And we slowly fold this in.
Well, the chunks of salmon in there are just, they're good size. It's not like it's all chopped up. It's really nice, good sized pieces.
This is 2 pounds of salmon that goes into the recipe.
Wow. It the smoky smell from it. Oh, it smells really good. That looks great.
We kicked the doors open late November.
Okay.
And slowly just gotten busier and busier,
That's great. Great. And what kind of what else do you have on your menu besides? Well, this would probably be good just for me.
Yeah, this is our top selling appetizer right here. We won the St. Mary's Taste Fest with this.
Oh,
so
congratulations!
We thought it'd be a neat thing to let people taste who haven't had it yet.
Mm-hmm.
And a full recipe to share. The thing with you can make our recipe with other smoked salmon, but it will taste different because every smoked fish is different. And the way we put this together, we got a serving platter here. We serve this with our homemade baguette crackers. We make all homemade bread every day.
Okay.
And we use it for our homemade crackers as well. We bake it with olive oil in the oven.
Okay.
A little bit of sea salt on it.
Well, that looks really nice. Well, that's something that would be really nice. Just it feels light, so during the summer it just looks beautiful.
It's nice and light.
That's great.
Very
good.
Yeah.
Yep. Real nice.
And these are made from our homemade bread here.
Okay.
Just thin slice them, and you can either toast them or put them on a flat grill.
Okay. And this is how you'd get it at the. You wouldn't get obviously this big of a piece.
Usually get about 12 toast points
wow,
to an order.
That's great. It looks really good.
So we garnish the top of this before we serve it with some chive and a little bit of fresh chopped parsley.
That looks so
Here's
good.
an example from the farmer's market of the dill, parsley, and fresh chives that you can buy here today.
Right, they're here today, and they're here down at the farmer's market. There's quite a few vendors left, and we don't have a lot of vegetables in yet, and we got a couple more months or whatnot before our local vegetables, but do we still have some strawberries for a couple more weeks? So if people want to come down to the market and see that, and certainly lots of plants and flowers and beautiful things like that. So I got to ask this over here, and it's this beautiful plate. Where did you get the plate?
The plate, my mom, Evelyn Ikera, she does ceramics, so she kind of helps us out and does some of our plates and personalizing some, makes them a little different and kind of unique.
It sounds to me like this restaurant, and I cannot wait to go down there. And you're in Marine City. Yep. That's Marine City, a fish company. We're pretty quick here on the set. What else? I mean, you've got that now. It's kind of a family operation, kind of a neat little situation. What is the one thing that you guys have learned in the last 7 months about being in the restaurant business?
I personally would have to say, presentation is a big thing from the time you walk in the door to the time they leave. Okay. Whether it's opening the door for somebody or just smiling at the door, down to your plates, just decorating, making them look fancy instead of just throwing them on the plate and on out. Great. And would have to say yours was
consistency.
Yeah. Sure.
The number one thing that usually breaks a business.
Every time you go and you get a great meal.
Yeah, but there's a spec. Everything we have has a spec to it and a recipe, and there's only one way to make it, so it's easier to show people. So that way, if you're not at the store,
and every time I come in, it's going to be the same way. That's fantastic. Good for you guys.
We're always running specials too. So crab stuffed shrimps, or we're always running soft shell crabs, something different.
Now you have a lot of fish. Do you get your fish in fresh, frozen? I mean, how do you get your fresh?
It's
your
fresh.
Fish?
We get it out. We're a Cisco house right now.
Okay.
We get all of our fish through Cisco's Miami Seafood.
Oh, so all your seafood, actually, a lot of it comes right from Miami then?
Yes.
Yeah, well, some of it is, like as far as our shrimp and our mahi-mahi and stuff like that. But all of our, being that they're up here, they're able to get our fresh, Michigan walleye, Michigan yellow belly perch, Lake Superior whitefish.
Which ties into really kind of what we've been talking about, is, again, for everybody out there, we know that, it's a tough time out there for a lot of places. And, buying locally, buying fresh, shopping locally, shopping at your mom and pop places, a family-run business like that, that is fantastic. Now that's a jerky? What is that?
In addition to smoking our own salmon, we also smoke our own baby back ribs, and we do beef tenderloin jerky.
Beef tenderloin. Now that's not like a regular. That's a pretty nice piece of steak to smoke.
It's good stuff. And it's real consistent that way. And we go through a lot of it too. Hickory mesquite, that's kind of our house signature item right there, and our number one selling jerky. But we do different flavors on top of that.
Very nice. Yeah. Well, fantastic.
Definitely some samples for the crowd to try there.
Okay.
Dill smoked salmon as well.
Very nice. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming down, showing us a wonderful dip. I can't wait to get into it and attack it because I love seafood. Congratulations on 7 months about it, and jump 2 feet in and create a family business in a small town, putting local people to work. You should be very proud of what you're doing. Recommend people going down there and seeing them. Go into the shop, say hello, say we saw them on CTV. Very good. Next week, here at the market, we are at Anita's from Marine City again, and she is making a roasted red pepper zucchini squash pasta. So that should be good. Am I right on that? Okay, very good. I didn't want to mess that up. So really good. So again, thanks for joining us. Tom, I'm going to send it back to you, and join me next week at the market with Bryan Neiman.
At the Market is underwritten by Citizens First and the St. Clair DDA.